Take action. Explode him. Explode him, man. Explode those goblins. Oh, yeah. Nothing like getting a hot goblin right to the face. Nothing beats it, I'll tell you that much. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because there are hot oiled goblins in your area. This deck, the superstructure of this deck, the main core of this deck, comes to us from, I would say, a friend of the channel, Red Cat on YouTube. Guys, if you're not watching Red Cat, you're doing magic all wrong. I'm gonna link a description. I'm gonna link to his channel down in the description. This is his original Red Cat original mono red goblin oil deck. I really like this one because I've been looking for a new type of mono red aside from the old hasty prowess type of thing that's very different. I have modified it and thrown some more spicy tricks in here that I liked of it to combine it with some of the other tricks. But guys, go watch Red Cat. I cannot give him a big enough endorsement for his channel. I'm going to link him down below. If he puts a comment, I'll pin it. First of all, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe. Yeah, you're gonna get brutally mauled by a werewolf for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We would love to see you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. Yeah, you can hit that bell and you'll find us live on YouTube as well. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. Right now, people are posting crazy AI songs about Magic. It doesn't make any sense. They're there. And, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. And, again, to make it clear, this was Red Cat's goblin idea that I've put my J Villain spice on right here. It is very fun. Go visit him. So, Cacophony Scamp, classic card right here. And I've seen him used a lot in exploding decks. And that's what we want to surprise. This one is kind of a surprise deck. So this is 1 red and 1/1. Cacophony Scamp deals combat damage to a player. You may sacrifice it if you do proliferate. Whenever it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So one of the tricks people do to do a win fast is they do Cacophony Scamp and they absolutely jack him up with power. So you can do Monstrous Rage and Freedom from Flesh on there, and all of a sudden, as instant speed, oh, well, I'm going to let this 1/1 or this 2/2 hit me. Well, guess what? Now he is now he's at 8/8, and then he explodes and he does another 8 damage. It's a very tricky card that people have to be careful of, and I think that a lot of people aren't careful enough around him and they get burned. So that's a great start right there. How do we abuse it even more? How do we make it even better? I'll show you. Exuberant Fuseling, that's another goblin, Phyrexian Goblin Warrior right here. It's just a goblin made out of metal, or whatever, dark steel, or whatever the hell Phyrexians are made out of. 1 red, 0/1, Trample. Really like that Trample there. He gets +1 for each oil counter on it, and whenever it enters the battlefield, and another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard, put an oil counter. So if you ever use a treasure, which you could get in this deck, or if you ever lose an artifact, or if something dies, sacrificed or whatever, he gets more power. And again, more power, better, because he's trampling over. You can, again, do that thing with that trample, Monstrous Rage, Freedom from Flesh. You put an oil counter. So this is a surprise thing right here with Freedom from Flesh. He swings in, maybe he's a 2/1. Maybe he's a 1/1 or a 2/1. Say, oh, well, I'll block, or, I don't need to do it. Freedom from Flesh gives him +2 and 2 oil counters. That's actually a +4 to him right there. He's all of a sudden going in as a 5. Again, it's all about the surprise, all about playing these instants as a surprise to trick people into thinking, oh, I'm just a harmless little gobbo. Boom, your big hit. So Freedom from Flesh is +2/+2 to any creature at instant speed, and you get 2 oil counters on it for your pleasure right there. That's going to be useful for some other oily cards we have as we go. Monstrous Rage is a mono red staple. 1 red instant, it gets a monster roll, which is +1/+1 in trample, which is fantastic, and +2. So it gets a grand total of +3, +1, and the trample ability for an instant speed of 1 red. Brutal. Absolutely rough card right there to deal with. Again, the surprise hit is what's going to get you right there. Restless Lackey, another hasty goblin. Goblin pirate, believe it or not. 1 red and 1/1/2 first strike and haste. You can sacrifice him, you draw a card, and create a treasure token. So if you kind of need something else besides him, you can go for it. I don't think he's super essential. I actually might knock him down to 2, but he is also common. This is also, by the way, very cheap deck, not very expensive. There's a couple of expensive cards in it, but for the most part, it's fairly low cost, as goblins are. So yeah, he's a good haster and a first striker. And again, first strike with the surprise of Monstrous Rage is all of a sudden, whoa, he hit way harder than I thought, and he got first strike off. It's a good trick. Vindictive Flamestoker right here. 1 red, 1/2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Flamestoker. Then you can sacrifice Flamestoker, discard your hand, then draw 4 cards. It's 1 less for each oil counter. So every time that you cast, it normally would be 7. Every time that you cast a non-creature spell, it goes down by 1, or if it has more oil on it, then you can cast it faster. So it's a better way to get cards later in the game right there. So Freedom from Flesh and casting non-creature spells will oil that up and get you extra cards. Plus it has that awesome skull on the cover. Callous Sellsword. I'm not even worried about Callous Sellsword. Ignore that. Ignore that black part. Block it out. What we want is Burn Together. This is the fun trick right here. This is the finisher that people aren't expecting. We don't even care. We're not even going to cast Callous Sellsword. If you want to throw a black mana in it, sure. I don't care. Burn Together. 1 red, sorcery, adventure. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then sacrifice it. We're going to Burn Together here. Again, Fuseling. All of a sudden, Fuseling goes wild. You hit Fuseling with Free from Flesh, Monstrous Rage, trample over, or hit a huge amount of damage. You're talking about, that's 3, that's 4. It's an 8/8 now. It hits for 8, and then you Callous Sellsword it for 8. Boom. That's 16 damage, like, possibly by turn 3 if they're not paying attention. All of a sudden, these goblins have gone crazy. Or you do Cacophony Scamp, sacrifice the Cacophony Scamp, it blows up, does its damage, and then explodes and does its damage again. You're starting to see some of the patterns here. This was one of my specific ads because I thought about that, really jacking up some of these creatures, really getting them a lot of power, and then they hit, and then you finish. You're almost there. They only have 5, 6, 7, 8 more life left or something like that, or less, and you finish it off with the Callous Sellsword with the explosion right there. Just blow them up. So that's really fun. Fugitive Codebreaker. Yeah, this one's very good because it's prowess and haste. 1 red and 1. You can disguise it. That means you can flip it over for 5 and 1, or 1 less for each instant or sorcery card. If you want to do disguise, that's actually going to give you more cards in your hand. That's a way of drawing more cards. However, again, with prowess and haste, swinging in with Monstrous Rage and Freedom from Flesh, that's going to put a lot of tramply damage downrange very quickly because you've cast 2 extra spells. It'll be 6 with Freedom from Flesh and Monstrous Rage. It'll be 8 trampling out the gate. I mean, yeah. And again, you hit, you sacrifice, you get the wins. That's the idea right there. So that's also a goblin. So you're starting to see the idea. Throw them down range, get that damage down there, and blow them up. 4 lightning strikes. All right. 4 lightning strikes is going to be fine for us right here. We also have, for more removal, we have 2 Witchstalker Frenzies. I don't often use Witchstalker Frenzy, but with this kind of swarm deck, it is not that bad. If you want to do something like more, a lot of times I do these because they're a little bit easier to access. Something more akin to Rebel Salvo or Nahiri's Warcrafting is perfectly fine as well. But those are great little removals. And again, the direct damage to face, the fact that you can, also that's a goblin on that crow's nest right there, so that's also relevant. The fact that you can go 3 damage, again, after hitting somebody really hard when they only have a couple life left, 1 lightning bolt, 2 lightning bolts, that can finish the game off to you very nicely right there. Runedevelt Horde Master, this is our goblin captain. 1 red and 1/1/1. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. When Runedevelt Horde Master or another goblin you control dies, exile the top card. If it's a goblin, you may cast it next turn. So he gets you goblins off the top, and he pumps everybody up. A couple of these, and all of a sudden these Cacophony Scamps exploding, or these guys going in, start getting beefier. They start getting a lot heavier, a lot thicker goblins. We want a nice thick oiled goblin. That's the idea right there, is to really beef them up and start hitting hard with it. We have Squee Dubious Monarch. I don't think the other Squee is more of a treasure build type of guy. This guy is more in the hasty ones, 1 red and 2/2/2 haste. When Squee Dubious Monarch attacks, creates a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. You may cast Squee Dubious Monarch from your graveyard by paying 1 red and 3 and exiling full other cards. So he comes back pretty effectively, especially when we've been throwing down a lot of these instants or sorceries. He can come back pretty effectively, and he's going to put damage down range with additional goblin creatures going in. Combine him with 1 or 2 Runevelts, and you start getting really swarmy. You really start hitting a lot of stuff right here. Great against your Boros Convokes or any other swarm deck because you're matching them card for card. It's very nice. And then, of course, we're going to have Urbarisk's Forge. This is another oil moment here. 1 red and 2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put an oil counter on Urbarisk's Forge, then create an X. 1 red Phyrexian horror creature token with trample and haste, where X is the number of oil on it. You could oil it up more. I'll show you how to oil it up more. But putting that damage down range again, putting that constant pressure of a 1/1, a 2/1, a 3/1, trampling each time. And again, when you get higher, when you get to like a 4/1, a 5/1, and you swing in and they don't have any blocks for it, or they don't want to lose their blocks, and you hit them for like a 4 damage, well then finish them off with a Callous Sellsword. It's going to die anyways. It's going to be sacrificed, so you might as well throw Callous Sellsword at him and do 4 extra damage. That might be it. Additionally, the fact that he dies every single turn will also oil up Exuberant Fuseling, because it means a creature is dying every turn. So every time that another creature artifact is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, he gets an oil, and that builds up his power. And if his power gets big enough, Callous Sellsword him, blow him up, go for it. So we have a lot of good synergy here, a lot of combos. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I really like what Red Cat did here. I didn't think that goblins would be viable in today's standard, but we actually did some damage in a surprisingly different and unique mono red, which is kind of what I'm looking for, because I don't want to keep playing the same type of one. 19 mountains and 1 monumental facade. That's a notable one right there. Remove an oil counter, put an oil counter on target artifact or creature, activate only as a sorcery, so it comes with 2 oil on it. You can put it on one of your oily guys, put it on Urbarisk's Forge even, because that's an artifact to jazz that up a little bit more. As far as everything else is concerned, it is rotation proof. It is a standard deck. It is rotation proof. 25 creatures, 21 of them are goblins, a lot of them are Phyrexians, a lot of them are warriors. 14 instants, 2 artifacts, no enchantments, no sorceries. 1.7 with a 20 land right there, surprising us. That's what we're doing it. So that's what we're looking like. I've got a lot of sideboard suggestions right here if we want to look at it in sideways view. There you go. Witchstalker's our most expensive one, but he's not even really going to be even 4 that frequently, because if we're attacking, it's going to do 5 damages, 1 less for each creature that attacked. Great Train Heist. This was one of Red Cat's original ideas. I find it didn't work for me. I find that I kind of never got to use it right. Creatures get +1 and gain first strike is not bad. Untap everybody and get a second combat phase. I was never really going in on the ground too much as I was exploding people and killing them that way with the burn. And also the treasure when necessary. But for posterity, I'm including it here. Shock is not a bad idea to throw a couple of those in. Blazing Crescendo, very good here. Especially, this is kind of the trick that people do to really explode that +3. So the +3 and then blowing it up with Cacophony Scamp and +3 is a big amount of damage right there. And you get the top card of your deck to play, exiled. Picnic Ruiner, yeah, that's a Goblin Road right there. Whenever it attacks with power 4 or greater, it gains double strike. That's not a bad one, especially if you do something like Monstrous Rage on it, because that means it's double strike and it has trample, which is an enormous amount of damage. So that's not a bad idea right there. And Ren's Resolve is kind of the idea you may run out of cards. With mono red, cards are your lifeblood. They're everything that you need. You've got to have cards in your hand. You've got to have a steady flow. So consider doing some card draw or some top deck exile. I know that we have, for card draw, we have Codebreaker possibly in the late game, Vindictive Flamestoker in the middle to late game, but still you might need them a little faster than that. So those are my suggestions. Again, can't give a big enough shout out to Red Cat right there. You got to go visit his channel. I really like this. I don't often play other people's decks. I don't often play other content creators' decks. But when I really like someone, I can't help it. So we're going to go into the ranked queue right here. And this is rotation proof, which is why we're playing in Alchemy, because we want to test it against rotation proof decks. So let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Oh, and go visit Red Cat. I'm going to be mad if you don't. Bubble Gun. That's pretty funny. Alright, we're gonna do this. We'll do this. Uh-oh, blue. You never like to see that. Here comes the counter spells. As soon as turn 2 rolls around, here they come. White Knight. Oh, okay, maybe it's Azorius Knights. Maybe they're not going to counterspell everything that's ever happened in the whole game. But then again, maybe they are. Doom doom doom. No blocks. Go in. Lightning crashes. Yeah, we're not letting you get that off, my dude. That ain't for you, bro. That ain't for you, bro. I get to draw that and play that next turn. Cool. I can do Fuseling, Codebreaker, and then swing in with the heavy. Man, you need to move fast or have a shitload of removal. Like, those are your only options. You either need to move at fucking whip crack speed or have nothing but bangers. And not even worry about touching them, so it seems that way. It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values that we used to rely? Lucky there's a Family Guy. I'll put 2 oil counters on it. Oh, boom. Boom. Put you down. I'll rush you down. Okay. You like that one, dog? Dog like that one. Cooped up. Ooh, creature can't attack or block. Duskleaf Zealot. Got him. He gets 1 oil. Boom. Nice. Nice. Very nice. More useless tickets. I actually thought this was going to be peak. It's honestly very hard to use. Yeah, this guy, Lich Knight's Conquest, thought it was going to be really good. Not very easy to use in practice. Musketeer. How you doing, Musketeer? You come back. What did you get? What you doing when you come back, man? You playing standard? You trying alchemy? Did alchemy even exist when you were last here, my dude? Mulligan. This is not a good hand. That is a better hand. We'll do this. Boom. All right. Is getting enough tokens or getting enough creatures? Hey, what's up, Lunasm? Brawl mostly. Well, I've just actually been putting out some Brawl content. I don't know if you've seen it on my Chanel number 5. Legan assistant. He's not. He don't want to play. All right, let's do Reckless Lackey. Boom. Is getting enough tokens or getting enough creatures the GY? What's the GY? The goal? The game? Yinden. So we have a couple of win cons as any good deck. We can really swarm them with Gobos, or we can explode Gobos for huge damage on the flip. Because I actually brought in my old trick of Callous Sellsword here with Burn Together. No, we don't need we don't want creatures in the graveyard. We want to. It helps. The dead creatures help Exuberant Fuseling, but ultimately no. We want to kind of trick them with over-the-top goblins that blow up. This guy blows up. If you get his power high enough, he can blow up and kill somebody. So, like, we can throw on the Monstrous Rage and the Freedom from Flesh on top of him to make him like a 7/7 and then blow him up for 7. So you can do a bunch of cool stuff like that. Oh, the black card, it wouldn't work. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's you have to load your graveyard, and you also have to sacrifice enchantments and artifacts, which is really kind of tricky to get that many on there by turn 5 while not getting your ass kicked. Yeah, for that March of the Lich Knights or whatever. So you have to self-mill or discard a bunch of shit into your graveyard, then simultaneously play a bunch of artifacts and enchantments, then crack all of them open to get the Lich Knight's quest back. So it's not super easy to pull off. It's a little tricky. It's not, it's like, there's other stuff that does that and is better. All right, he's gone. That works too. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of payoff. And it's one of those trap cards that seems like it's going to be really good. Like, wow, I could really resurrect a whole board. In practice on board state, it just doesn't play. Doesn't play right. Asking serious, did you get pass, gold, rank mono? I wasn't in gold. I was never in gold rank. I was mythic, so I went down to platinum. I haven't got anywhere with any deck. I'm fucking plat 3. I'm playing everything, and nothing fucking works for me, so. I've been trying everything and trying to be different. I could have ground. Here's the thing. You can grind mono red just to go up. I find that boring. I'm trying to do different decks. I'm not trying to play the same decks that I played 100 times. So I've just been kind of floating in low Earth orbit here. 4 stars. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this guy. I don't have the right hand, and he's got Stompy. Yeah, this is a bad matchup. It's a bad boy matchup. The only way I can get it is if I get one of my key cards out and throw them and explode them. I'm oiling up. I'm hot oiled goblins. What's up, Soveski? He's chomping me. Let's do this. And turn. Pugnacious. Swinging in. I'll take the hit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I have the power to burn through all this shit. Stompy is the natural enemy of mono red because we don't have direct removal. We can only burn through people. Double, yeah, see that? Boom, boom. Nothing I can do there. Believe it or not, the counter to mono red a lot of times is just get fucking thick as fuck. Which is you know, counterintuitive. The trick is you have to stop them from doing that. Hey, what's up, Nukes? How you doing? Burr, 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 burr. All right. 2 pump cards. Very nice. Maybe we'll get it. Am I going to get copyrighted if I play this?
Shadows creep in the night, bound my chains. Vampires linger lost in pain. Liliana's whispers
Oh, is J Villain themed? Hey, what's up, bub? Benny Hall, what's up, man? Drain and Gain? I just noticed the name. That's pretty funny.
Mother black tide pulling me under. Discard my dreams left to wonder. Land floods drown hopes as they plunder. Feel the darkness drag me asunder. We came and we trade all
Did it write the lyrics too, or how did you make it? So it wrote the music and the lyrics, just gave suggestions. Wow, because it got a lot of accurate Magic the Gathering shit. Oh, the Calicel sword. Okay. He plays my Calicel sword. AI, man. It's coming for us. Boom. Goblin Fugitive. Let's do this. Okay. Down to 10. This is what I talk about when I say I need pump cards. The whole premise here is to get the pump. If we can get the pump, we can do damage really quickly downrange. That is pretty impressive, Tanuki. AI is getting fucking scary. Grave Expectations is gonna heist me again. Okay, 2-drop. There's really nothing very good to... my deck is very synergistic. There's no individual card that's really that good. That hurt a little bit, but, you know. Boom, boom, squee. Okay, I think I can get him next turn. If he doesn't immediately fucking nuke the board, I think I can get him. We also have Black Council merch. Were you around for the Black Council, Musketeer? We started a podcast with Numbskull, the guy who's here. We actually got Black Council merch as well. Oh, he's gonna do negative on him. Boom. Heist me again. What's he gonna put down? Sandy. Shady Sandies. Impetuous. That is not gonna help. It's not gonna help you, dude. Especially if you swing in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna help. There you go. Gotta eat him up. There we go. There's the pump. Oh, yeah. Gave me the weakest deck for the weakest player. And then I get played against a heist, which is very strong. And then I get a banger. But against a guy who just sat there and looked at me for 20 turns, I couldn't get anything. Yeah. You use your card sleeves with Modern Horizon 2 pre-release. Oh, very nice. 1, 2 out of 3 Musketeer. Now that definitely was, you're checking that out. We're gonna have to listen to that, Nukes. That is fucking wild. Mono black tides pull me under, discard my dreams left to wonder. Land floods drown hopes as they plunder. Feel the darkness drag me asunder. Come on, man. You're hitting 2003 fucking emo core metal right there, man. That's you're really pulling, you're really manipulating me here, man. That's a lot, man. That's textbook manipulation, okay? I just want you to know that. Edgy fucking 2002 fucking level stuff there is he's just really getting me. Ooh, no early plays here. Let's go for it. Let's keep that one. Which stalker we can leave for later? Boom. Fuseling. Oh, nobody's gonna watch this yet. Tanuki wife, you wrote a song about Tanuki? Oh. Oh, he's doing oil too, so it patched me with an oily boy. This is... We're just gonna oil ourselves up here. We're gonna oil both of our fantastic selves up. Boom, boom. Cover ourselves in oil. Boogeyman, 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 boogeyman. The filigree. Oh, more oil. Okay. He's gonna even get even more oily. Nothing wrong with giving even more oily. We love to get oily. When it turned up, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. We're gonna put that face down in the dirt. We're gonna do next. Darkest of Hearts. Okay. Boogeyman, 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 boogeyman. Boogeyman, Musketeer is back. You remember him? There used to be 3 of them, but he's down to 1 now. But hey yo. All right, he's oiling. He's oiling. He's oiling and oiling here. All right. Oiled up. All right. So I think we can just explode somebody next turn. I don't think that he's gonna really have what it takes here. 3 Musketeers are your favorite candy bar? Boogeyman, 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 boogeyman. What was your Tanuki song about burning stuff up and doing preview cards? That's the context which I know Tanuki. He likes red. He does preview cards. You can do it. Full charge. Yep. Got him. Got him. Good stuff. Fun game. Say candy using only 2 words, not M&M's. Candy? Mars? I don't get it, Zombax. In the and I don't get it. It went right over my head. I'm usually good at dad jokes, but that one completely that one shooped a whoop me right there. That one did it. That's a terrible hand. That's slightly better, but not by much, but we'll go for it. Why not? Witch Stalker, you don't make the cut right there. We'll do that. We'll do Flame Stoker. Virtue of Loyalty, very nice. We'll put down the Monumental Facade. We'll go in. Let's see if we can trick him. Yeah, we tricked him. Good stuff. 2, boom, boom, oil, boom. And nukes. I'm gonna give you. I love that. I love that song, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. That is quite thoughtful to think of me and make an AI song. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing when I get some peace and quiet, and probably put it on my playlist, so I can revel in my darkness and pain. What was the VTuber rule that they changed? I didn't hear anything about that. Learned my lesson this time. What in Zombiac? What was the rule? It was clothing on Averdar being out, so they give streamers time to make changes. They just ban them, then they roll it back and unban them. Yeah, that's always. I mean, I don't know why they always do things as clumsy as possible, but if they can figure out how to do it clumsy, they're gonna clumsy it up. For sure, they're gonna for sure clumsy it. I am not scantily clad. I am actually wearing a breastplate made out of gold and a black coat. So, I think that the sexuality rules are a little bit arbitrary on Twitch. I think that they're kind of random, because there's enormously sexual stuff that they put, and then sometimes they draw the line. And to be fair, I don't actually, I'm not on the side of an overtly sexual Twitch. I feel like if you're skirting the line between Twitch and Chatterbait, just go to Chatterbait. people don't want to do that because they want to use the platform for. And I have nothing against Chatterbait. Enjoy yourself, have a good time. I'm whatever. I'm not a Puritan, but something, you know, the lady who had her whole asshole out on stream. It's like, what are we doing here, man? No, this is an original character. This is an original character. Target creature. Yeah, it is. I mean, you can change the clothes, but it's not something that you can easily do overnight, especially if you're not the modeler. You're going to have to contact your modeler, say, hey, I have to change this. Can you add more clothes onto it? It's not just a one and done, you know. That is true. You're going to have to do a little bit of effort and some work to get that finished. So, yeah, it's certainly not going to be a simple task to do it overnight. I guess you could snap on like a very basic costume, but also if enormous amounts of sex appeal were your bread and butter, which is a lot of what VTubing is a lot of sex appeal characters out there, it's obviously very, very hard to do that. It's not going to be something that you can do easily, and it's going to lose you stuff. So also, I mean, some of them are way over the line too, with, you know, giant double G boobs flopping like, you know, big pendulums, and, you know, some of them were basically just skirting hentai. And like it or not, that drives off advertisers at the end of the day. And Twitch doesn't survive if it doesn't get revenue. And if it doesn't get revenue, then what are you going to do? So, I mean, they have to skirt a very, very close line here. Listen, I have a girl model. See? I got nothing against them. Absolutely. Love them. Look at this. I made a pale goth girl because it's awesome. And it's got jiggle physics. I don't know if you can appreciate that, but yeah. No, I mean, some of the stuff that people do on Twitch is wild. Is just way over the top. Thank you. Whip my hair back and forth. I think it's funny. I think it's funny to hear my voice coming out of a model that looks like this. That's why I do it, because it's funny to me. There's Slick Shot. There he goes. Resolve. All right. I would love to get a mana, believe it or not. Not bad. He'll kill me if I don't get rid of it. It's the smart thing to do. Okay. Monastery, he'll probably do Tectonic. That'll kill Rune Develop. and Exuberant Fuseling. If he's smart. He may not do it. He may do fucking he may do another one, which means this goes away and the threat is gone. Let's see though. Nope, he didn't do it. Okay. Boom. I get to draw. What do we get off top? That was a Witch Stalker. Oof. Free from flesh. So we will do Hundevel Codemaster. Alright. We do Runevelt and Callous Sellsword. I think we might got it. No way, Golkappa. Whatchamacallit just gave me a Tanuki just gave me a AI song about an emo fucking metal song about Mono Black, which is awesome. So we do Runevelt. He's gonna try to get me here some kind of way. That's crazy that AI can do that. What was that? Okay, so I got him here. I got him. Watch this. Oh, wait, that. Boom. Cacophony Scamp, we put that down. Boom. Okay. Rounds resolved. Oof. Yeah, he's in trouble. Okay, so that he needed that. But he's in trouble, though. I don't think that he's going to be able to... I don't think he's going to be able to do much. Even if he's got a lightning strike, it's... Between this and... Yeah, I think he might be... He might be in bad shape. He certainly can't do 15 damage. It's not Slick Shot. Slick Shot can do 15 damage. This guy can't. Monstrous Rage, very nice. Ooh, nope. Yep. Take action. Explode him. Explode him, man. Explode those goblins. Oh, yeah. Nothing like getting a hot goblin right to the face. Nothing beats it, tell you that much. Undercity Upheaval. Surprised that never took off. Instead of a creature card in the graveyard to cast a spell, creature going vigilance. Interesting. Ooh, we got a mastery pass. We got to slot our ball real quick. Who we gonna slot? Oh, we start this. Ugh, the blue is always the last one that I fill out. Guys are great. We can go one more. let's start with you. Bango. Boom. Wearing. Nice. Good use of that. Fantastic. We do this. Boom. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. 'Cause I know who I want to take me home. Boom. Comes in tapped. Okay, he's doing that again. Good. Nice to see. The classics. Repping the classics. Alright. Can actually bring back Squee from the graveyard there. Even if he nukes the board, he's still gone. Okay, so this is just a Siege Veteran deck here. This is just the Siege Vet deck. Alright, that's fine. Siege Vet decks are fun. That's okay, though. Yeah, the silly AI bot singing Is It song? Wow. Is it good? Oh, comment of the night, Buggyman, 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 Buggyman. Comment of the evening. What did I get there? Okay. All right, guys, we're going to leave it right there for tonight. Again, thanks to Red Cat for coming up with the Loose Goblins, the Loose Goblin idea here. Really put a lot of this, his goblins. I love Red Cat's red decks. They're absolute fucking peak. I changed it and I added my own explosive finish into it. Because I feel like that was fun. I feel like it needed that extra gas on the end there. So I hope he likes it. I don't care if any of you like it. That doesn't matter. I'm just trying to impress Red Cat. So that's my goal. Well, of course, I hope you like it too. That's a joke. I know I have to preface everything with that's a joke now. So until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.